Students, welcome to all. Today I will give a lecture regarding the structural features of ctenophora. First of all, in this context I will give an introduction to you regarding the ctenophora. Before I stated to you, ctenophores are a group of organisms and they are more or less exhibit some characteristic features which are alike with the Nidaria. That means it is initially considered as the Pseudostrata. The term ctenophora generally comes from the Greek dictionary. It is one derivative word which one derives from the two different Greek words. One Greek word is known as your tenos, spelling that is called as ctenos, tenos, that means that is called as your ketos. Okay, that one refers to the comb. And phoros means to bear, the bearing body, that is called as phoros. Both would be aggregatively called as the what? The ctenophora. Let us know detail about them. The ctenophores are marine or free-swimming, transparent pelagic animals with low-grade triploblastic construction. The body one is constructed by the three different germ layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. They are biradially symmetrical also, with 8 meridianal rows of vibratile plates formed of fused cilia. They are commonly known as comb jellies, C-O-M-B, comb jellies, Jellies, comb jellies, or also be known as in English sea walnuts, S-E-A-C, sea means samudra, walnut, W-A-L-N-U-T-S, money purse-like structures. Okay, so it is called as sea walnuts due to the presence of 8 comb-like plates for locomotion. Storch in 1829 first recognized the ctenophores as a distinct group. What is the definition of the ctenophora? The ctenophora are soft, transparent and diploblastic, purely marine metazoans without nematocysts, but with adhesive chloroblasts and 8 meridional ciliated comb plates. And that group would be named as ctenophora. What is the habit and habitat? All the species of the ctenophores are exclusively marine and most are planktonic condition. They are widely distributed, being spatially abundant in the warmer seas, though some occurs in temperate or Arctic regions specifically. They are major predators and feed upon the larval fishes and other zooplanktons. Let us know about the external features or structure or structural features of this kind of organisms. First of all, on this context, you know shape and size. A typical ctenophore, what is the name? The Pleurobranchia, Pleurobranchia. I already established this name in the presence of the what? The characteristic features of the organism. What is the name? Pleurobranchia. Pleuro, P-L-E-U-R-O, brachia, B-R-C-H-I-A, has a pierced body with a diameter ranging between 5 to 20 millimeter. They are commonly termed the gooseberries or gooseberries, or you can say sea walnuts, because of their shape. Because of their shape. The spherical body can be divided into two hemispheres. The mouth lies at one end or a pole, that is called oral side or oral hemisphere, and sense organs at the opposite end or pole, that is also present at the aboral sides, that is called as the opposite pole or called as aboral pole of the body. Symmetry, I already depicted the symmetry of this kind of organism, and that is called as bilateral symmetry. In case of here, you see all the species which are belonging under your ctenophora, they are said to be possesses bilateral symmetry. The body parts are radially disposed but lie half on one side and half on the other side of a medium longitudinal plane or oral aboral axis. The body has two poles. The oral pole marked by the mouth and the aboral pole marked by the sense organs. The line connecting these two poles usually called as the main axis. Then your coloration. What type of coloration these kind of organisms are acquired? Ctenophores are usually very much transparent. Various structures such as the tentacles and the comb rows are tinged with the white, orange and purple color. Okay? And special structure is the presence of the comb plates in them. Ctenophores swim about in the water with the help of the 8 equally placed rows of your paddle plates arranged in the body like the meridian from pole to pole on a globe. You know globe? And globe you can use to study the different countries and oceans. Okay? And geography students generally use to them. It is a global structure. Globe is rounded in form or spherical in form. It has two poles, North Pole and South Pole. And at the middle, at the equator region, you find one straight line also be drawn from west to east and also be encircled to the pole again from your east to west. Okay, in there you find longitudinal and latitudinal lines. Okay, and that body is called as globe. It seems like that. And they divide the body into the 8 equal sections. Each the paddle plate is a slight rise composed of a transverse band of the long fused cilia. When viewed from the side, the paddle plate appears like the teeth of a comb. You are using the comb when you arranging your hairs, and in there you find teeth like process of the comb. Okay, such like structure you find in here, so that they are termed the comb plates, the teeth which are remaining in the comb. And if they would be wide, you can say to the comb plates. Specifically, that word would be called as tinny. C-T-E-N-E-S. C-T-E-N-E-S. Tinnies. Tinnies means throat-like structures. In the comb, you find very serpent-pointed, but the rising-like structures which will be held to arranging your hairs on the head. Due to presence of the tinnies in the comb plate, and the organism is known as what? Ctenophora. The ctenos means tinny. From the word tinny it is arised. Tinny means the comb plate like structures, very smooth, polished, pointed structures are there. as a teeth, okay, and due to possessing that body, that is called ctenophora. Phora means the bearing body, which one possesses the tini. And commonly named comb jellies, that is otherwise named as comb jellies. And for these rows lie in one half of the body and 4 in others. Of these 8 rows of the 4 rows are distribution and soft tentacular rows as these lie on each side of the tentacle, and other 4 rows which lie on the each side of the stomach plane are distinguishing as sub-stomacal rows. Okay? And this is the description regarding the comb plates and their teeth, okay, which are available in their bodies. Nextly, you know about the tentacles. Near the aboral end of the body of the 2 long, solid and retractile tentacles, and each projecting from the deep blind pouch into which it can be wholly or partially withdrawn, because they are retracted by nature. The tentacles are furnished with a peculiar adhesive cells. What are the names? Before I stated to you, that type is named as colloblasts. What is the name? Colloblasts. The head of the colloblast is covered with the secretory granules, which produce an adhesive materials or glue-like substance to entangle and kill small organisms, which are then converted into the mouth, and easily this organism can gallop the food through the mouth. Okay, the body wall consists of outer ectoderm with nematocyst and inner endoderm or gastrodermis and a gelatinous mesoglea with fibrous connective tissue, amoebocytes. But in case of the coelenterates or cnidaria, in that wall you find ectoderm, no doubt, and at the inner you find the endoderm. In between them you find one area there is no cells, it is filled with glue-like substance, which one is called as mesoglea. But in there is no cells like this kind of cells which are available in the middlemost part of the wall, which one is called as mesoglea. In this mesoglea you find the connective tissue, amoebocytes and fibers. So the organism initially is a diploblastic in the larval stage, but in the adult form it is a diploblastic by nature. Both ectodermal and endodermal epithelial are ciliated. The thick gelatinous mesoglea accounts for the great bulk of the animals, and it contains the muscles, connectives and nerve fibers and amoebocytes, and forming a loose mesentery. All the times the middlemost part would be called as mesentery in case of the lower invertebrate organisms. Let us know about its luminescence. Most of the ctenophores display the luminescence. The luminous materials are granular, secreted by the ectodermal cells in the walls of the meridianal canals or meridianal canals. Meridianal canals or meridianal canals. The ctenophores emit their light by the flashes, and its production is regulated by the nervous stimulation, for they do not usually flash until they've been in the dark for several minutes. And your planktons, ctenophores, are predable swimmers. They swim with their oral end forward. The ciliary bit can be temporarily reserved on the meeting obstacles. The ribbon-like cystids swim by the serpentine undulation and by rolling and unrolling their body. The benthic your Platytinia, which one is called as Coeloplana or Ctenoplana, are exclusively creeping ctenophores. Students, I explained about the structure of the organism which are belonging under the ctenophora. Okay, today this much. Thank you all.